quick check now of the starting lineups for both teams. Okay, first for the Bulls, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. And down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida, the 6'11 tornado of energy and effort. It's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then it's Dang, and it's Boozer in at the 4 spot. And for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game. All-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Alonzo G, and it's Thompson in at the 4.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
I think it's going to be a good one. Bulls had won the Central each of the last 2 seasons, but were unable to make it 3 in a row as the Pacers grabbed the Central Division title last season. Still, considering the injuries, the Bulls had a good run.
Here's Irving, following the score by Derrick Rose. Rose against Irving. Takes the turnaround J. The shot's good from Bynum. And back to the Bulls. They went 9-7 in division last year, Steve, and kept pace with the Pacers for a while for the title, but never could really close the gap.
Seems like the Bulls are always in the mix for the Central Division title. And since the realignment in 2004, the Bulls have never finished in the bottom of this division, and more often than not, they're in one of the top 2 spots.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
When you look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career, I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season.
And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Well, he's boxed out, and when that happens, you know, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Now here's Bynum. G kicks to Irving. 6 to shoot. Floats one.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just Clark his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing, really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savvy too, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:30 left to play in the first. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Boozer, defended by G. Noah kicks to Rose. Shoots it. And again, no good by Chicago. The Cavaliers leading by 4.
Going into the season, the hopes were high for the Cavs this past year, but the injury bug really derailed them. Injuries to Irving, Thompson, Zeller, and the big one to Varejao really threw them off kilter in terms of having a decent season.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. And it's checked in for Tristan Thompson. C.J. Miles comes in for Alonzo G. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Now here's Boozer. Kicks it to Butler. It's stolen by Jack. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Miles. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving. And going back to the injuries for Cleveland last year, Clark was just talking about the Varejao injury was huge as he provided so much for them in the interior. And Irving was in and out of the lineup for a good part of the season. Steve, it was a disaster.
It really was. I'll tell you what, when Varejao and Irving were in together, they were fun to watch. They were pretty good. But once those guys got hurt, there's no consistency with the lineup, and the young team just went south as the season went on.
Rose. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And Jack, here we go. Noah with the block. Butler against Irving. Back to Rose. Outside Butler. Hits from the high post. Butler's got his first 2 points. Here's Irving. Cannot hit. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 8. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with the hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brooks. Doris, over to you.
Hey guys, as you know, Anthony Bennett was the #1 pick in the NBA draft. At 6'7", he can rebound like a power forward and shoot like a guard. But what's his best position? Bennett said, quote, I feel that playing the stretch 4 is an advantage for me because I'm quicker than most power forwards. I can shoot the ball well. Everybody said I'm a cheater, but I dominated college my only year. I scored inside out, rebounded well, and helped my teammates. And guys, with players like LeBron and Carmelo Anthony having great success playing with skilled power forwards, it's a great mold for Bennett.
An intriguing young talent. Thanks. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
Down low. Dunleavy's shot is off.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
And Miles gets to Jack. Lets it go from 11. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on Joakim Noah.
Well, one of the things you love about Jared Jack, other than his leadership and professionalism, is his ability to create his own shot. He is strong and athletic and very aggressive in looking for his shot. It's tough for a defender to body him up or throw him off stride by playing physically with him because he relishes in that.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jack against Heinrich. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And Clark, moments ago, you just talked about Jared Jack. He can make some tough shots, Steve. We saw it all season long with Golden State last year.
Well, he's fearless, Kevin. His ability to shoot off the dribble and knock down a three, but in pressure situations, he seems to really thrive, and I think that's where he separates himself from a lot of NBA players.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. There's the feed to G. The dish to Bynum. Here's Thompson. Goes up again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Noah.
As he's grown as a player, Andrew Bynum has become more forthcoming with his opinions, which I don't mind. One thing he said last season was that he felt his development was stifled a little bit by playing with Kobe Bryant. And you know what? He might be right.
Dunleavy, the pass to Boozer. Misses off the right iron. Cleveland leading by 12. Gibson with the steal. To the middle. Here's Heinrich. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Heinrich's got 5 points now in the quarter. And going back to Andrew Bynum, certainly he's shown the capability to be a go-to scorer on the low block.
Well, he's an old-school center. I mean, you can throw him the ball in the block. He's got great footwork. He can score with either hand. He's an impossible cover when he's physically right. But that's the question. Will he be healthy? If so, then they've got a guy who can demand double teams down there.
Here's Waiters. Following the basket by Kirk Heinrich. And Jack, here we go. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
It's stolen by Jack. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Waiters leading the charge. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Here's G. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bulls trail by 10. Gibson inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. .34 seconds left in the first half. And that one's good by Butler.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving dishes to Bergeron. Bergeron with a screen on Buck. And Gibson with the block. Here's Waiters. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Cavaliers lead by 3.
You know, with Bennett out of UNLV, you love his great hands for a big guy. Can really catch and finish at the rim. You start talking about his strength, his ability to absorb contact. I like his game.
Steve, the point you make about the hands is really a good one. Great hands are not teachable. Good hands become better. Average hands can maybe move to good, but great hands are a gift. And when you got his size and athleticism and those mitts, you've got a lot to work with.
Shot clock at 5. And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Bulls trail by 5. Heinrich kicks to Rose. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Waiters. And it's blocked by Deng. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the pass to Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Miles. Fakes good on the step back jumper. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Bulls have gone 2 of 5, shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Heinrich. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Waiters with the ball. She passes to Irving. And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
A 3 off the inbound. But they recover it. Misses the shot. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Here's Rose. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, one of the things that's really hard to do in the NBA, it's actually one of the hardest things to do in the NBA, is to stay in front of Derrick Rose. I mean, it's not just his burst of speed or his quick first step, but he's got one of the meanest, nastiest, filthiest crossovers in the entire league. And then you add his strength and explosiveness in the air to that, that's lethal.
Now, here is Irving. Uses the glass to finish the road. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. And Chicago shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Deng. Hits it from 3-point range. And for Rose, as he returns from his knee injury, you wonder how that'll affect his ability to blow by defenders, which is such a great quality he possessed prior to the injury. Shooting from the outside is solid, but he hasn't been elite to this point in his career with that shot, so there's a lot of unknowns still about his game and being so young as you expect it.
It's going to be an adjustment, Kevin. I mean, you have to find your confidence after an injury like that. I think he is going to be a better shooter because if there was one thing he could work on while he was out, it's that outside jump shot. But we got to give him some time to just get his confidence and find his game again.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
You know, one of his other qualities, Steve, is how quickly he starts to break. I mean, he doesn't need numbers either. He can be a coast-to-coast, rack-to-rack guy all by himself.
Now, here is Irving. He feeds it to G. Dishes to Waiters. Wide open look. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Rose. The 3. They get the rebound. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. All alone. Oh, get it!
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce there. I mean, he can fly, folks. Really fly.
We're seeing more and more of that, it seems, guys, out of the point guard spot in the NBA these days.
The Waiters dishes to Bynum. Misses from short range. Rose attacking. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 3-point Cleveland lead.
I'll tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
Jimmy Butler, who's checked in for Chicago. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Rose.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Irving. 19 points. He's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game. 2-possession game now, so strategically everything changes a little bit. Those were very important foul shots.
The kick out to Dang. Jacks up a 3. The second effort. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well.
And Rose drops them both.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Irving against Rose. Irving kicks to Waiters. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Outside Dang. To tie it up. Noah kicks to Dang. Lets it go from deep. Nails it. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Now, here's Irving.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Irving against Rose. Kicks to Butler. The feed now to Dang. Outside Boozer. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Rose. It's good. This game is all even.
But right now, it's really tough to stop Rose.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Seconds left in the 4th quarter. She passes to Waiters. Got it!
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Rose dishes to Dang. He's off from 3.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Here's Irving. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these 2 teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. Now here's Boozer. outside Dan to take the lead. Again, the miss by Dan. Well, the Cavaliers shooting at 50% in a decent group. Irving attacking. The dish to G. Feeds the Bynum. Working on Noah. Good. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Yeah, that shot got them out of their seats and off their feet. Guys, they just exploded when it went down.
Now here's Rose. He passes to Noah. Poked loose. Stolen by Waiters. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Chicago with the ball. Rose kicks it to Noah. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Rose. Connects! And that shot brings them to within just one.
He hushed them up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to strike with the crowd. You're right.
It's like they're stunned. I mean, they don't know what to think.
Outside Irving. Here's G. He's covered by Dan. 5 to shoot. Here's Waiters. The rebound by Noah. The Bulls shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Rose passes to Dan. He kicks it to Butler. Pass to Rose. Back to Butler.
What a huge play.
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Now, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now. They can be very aggressive.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 1. There's 14 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, what do you think?
Well, you've got the luxury here of running a play, so you want to do something that you're very comfortable with.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, no need to panic whatsoever. I mean, they're in a very good spot right here.
Knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, off target.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second line is good. Sitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Britt, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.